Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will take a deep look at the Incremental Conductance MPPT algorithm, one of the most accurate and widely used techniques for extracting maximum power from the PV system. I will walk you through how to model INC MPPT starting from the PV curve. Then we will derive the key equation step by step, and finally we will explore the flowchart that represents the how algorithm actually works in real-time control, especially when integrated with a DC to DC converter for a battery charging system. Before we dive into the algorithm, let's first understand what happens in PV curve. Let us consider the PV curve. When we plot the current versus voltage and power versus voltage characteristics of the solar panel, we can clearly observe that a very distinct shape. At low voltages, the solar panel operates at constant current controlled region. The current is almost constant and power gradually increase with respect to voltage. That is mean by we increase the voltage of PV panel, power also so increases. As we keep increase the voltage, the power reaches the peak point as the maximum power point. Beyond this point, further increase the voltage, power will be dropped due to the current will be drop in this region, as well as power also decreases. Now, this maximum power point charge continuously with various in irradiance and also temperature. I chose here 215 watts PV curve with the irradiance level of 1000 and also nearly 165 watts for irradiance level of 800 and also 135 watts near irradiance level of 600. So to keep extracting maximum power, we need to maximum power point tracking technique as where the incremental conductance algorithm comes to into the play. Let us discuss deeply from the curve how we can understand incremental conductance. Let us consider the PV curve. At this point, we will get the maximum power point. So from this point, we can divide in this curve into two sections. One is left hand side, another one is right hand side. At this region, the voltage is 0, the current will be maintained as a constant. That is mean by it is operated in current controlled region. As well as increase the voltage, we will get power also increases. Then it said to be dP divided by dV greater than 0. In this region, voltage will be increases, power also increases. If we reduce the voltage, power also reduce. When come to the right hand side, if we increase the voltage, we will get reduce the power. So therefore, it can be said that dP divided by dV less than 0. As well as if we decrease the voltage, we can increase the maximum power. At this point, we state that dP divided by dV is equal to 0. It is a condition for maximum power extraction. So in order that we need to increase the left hand side voltage to reach the maximum power, and also from the right hand side we need to decrease the PV voltage to reach the maximum power. Next, we move to how to modeling the equation. Let us consider this equation dP divided by dV. So the power can be rewritten as voltage and also current. So therefore, d divided by dV is equal to V into I. From product rule, we can rewrite this equation dP divided by dV is equal to dV divided by dV into I plus di divided by dV into V. So therefore, dV can be cancelled, and then finally we will get dP divided by dV is equal to I plus di divided by dV into V. So therefore, this region dP divided by dV, when it comes greater than 0, it can be operated in left hand side. That is mean by we need to increase the PV voltage in order to reach the maximum power. Similarly, when it is reaches the less than 0, it can be operated in right hand side. So we need to reduce the PV voltage to reach the maximum power. Then when this equation becomes 0, it will be operated in the maximum power point. I hope you understand that. So therefore dp divided by dv becomes 0. So therefore replace at maximum power point dp divided by dv is equal to 0. Therefore we will get 0 is equal to I plus di divided by dv into also v. Now divide this equation with respect to v, we can get 0 divided by v becomes 0 is equal to I by v plus di divided by dv. This equation can be modified, that is mean by small I divided by capital V can be replaced by capital I divided by capital V. Similarly, di divided by dv can be replaced as del I divided by del V. This del will be called as small changes in current and also small changes in voltage. So therefore replace this value in above equation, we will get 0 is equal to capital I divided by V plus del I divided by del V. So therefore del I divided by del V becomes minus capital I divided by capital V. We know that I divided by can be called as reciprocal of resistance. This reciprocal of resistance will be called as conductance. Similarly, this del I divided by del V, it will be called as changes in conductance, that is meant by incremental conductance. So that's what this algorithm will be called as incremental conductance maximum power point. I hope you can understand that how to model the equations. Next we move to flowchart. Let's see how to extract the maximum power. Initialize the voltage and current and duty cycle values of the converter. So in each iteration PV panel current and voltage to be measured, I referred as V of k and also I of k. Then we calculate the changes in current and also changes in voltage. Del I is equal to I of k minus I of k minus 1. That is mean by current value compared to the previous value, or else it is delayed by one value. Similarly, del V is equal to V of k minus V of k minus 1. Next we need to move decision making, that is dp divided by dv is equal to 0. From this condition, first we will consider as if del v is equal to 0. If del v is equal to 0, at this condition the current is not equal to 0. As I discussed from the PV curve, it will be operating in the current controlled region. At this region, when del v is equal to 0, del I is not equal to 0. We move to no conditions. So here we need to calculate the value of del I divided by del V is equal to minus I by V. As we discussed in previous slide, del I becomes del V is equal to minus I divided by V. So from this decision making, we comes to when it is operated, this condition is met, then this value will be final of duty cycle, that is a final value of V of k and also final value of I of k. If this condition is not met, we need to check next one whether it is a greater than minus I by V. That is mean by it is appear on left hand side or right hand side. When this condition is met, that is mean by del I divided by del V will be appear on left hand side. So therefore we need to reduce the duty cycle of the converter. So the duty cycle of converter can be reduced by d of n is equal to previous sample minus small changes. Then this value will be updated to the next iteration. Then it will be updated and the corresponding final value once reaches, that will be finalized value of V of k and also I of k. Then when this condition is not met, that is mean by del I divided by del V less than minus I by V. That is mean by from the PV curve it is operated in right hand side. So in order that we need to increase the duty cycle to reduce the voltage of the PV panel. From when it is operated in S region, we need to reduce the duty cycle to increase the PV voltage to reach the maximum power. When it operated in no conditions, we need to increase the duty cycle to reduce the PV voltage to reach the maximum power. So this duty cycle will be updated and the final value will be called as V of k and also I of k. When come to the del V condition, first condition, decision making. When this condition is met, yes, then del I is also equal to 0. if del V is equal to 0 and also del I is equal to 0, that is meant by dP divided by dV is equal to 0, then that final value will be considered as V of k and also I of k for that duty cycle. If this decision making is not made, either we need to increase or decrease the duty cycle of the converter to reach the maximum power. So the final value of V of k and I of k will be considered as V of k minus 1 and also I of k minus 1 of the final iteration. Process repeats continuously, allowing the system to track the maximum power point dynamically even environmental condition changes. So this continuous comparison gives fast convergence result and good accuracy, especially under rapidly changing irradiance, making INC MPPT more stable than the simpler PNO method. The converter's input voltage change accordingly, effectively shifting the operating point on the PV curve until the maximum power point is reached. Once the MPP is achieved, the converter maintains the duty ratio to ensure maximum power transfer to the battery. Let's summarize the video. We model the INC MPPT from the PV curve and derived the key relations between incremental and instantaneous conductance. Then after that, and I explained the complete flowchart that controls the DC to DC converter for efficient battery charging. In the next video, we will move on the MATLAB implementation of this INC MPPT algorithm, where we will see the actual tracking behavior and performance under varying sunlight condition. If you found this video is very useful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming simulation demo. Thank you all.